What is going on? Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. Riley's actually getting some spices out and we are gonna be making some fish tonight for dinner. We are gonna be making fish taco bowls, right? Okay, so instead of fish tacos, a lot of people know we fancy ourselves some fish tacos. If you follow me on Instagram, I feel like during the summer we post a lot of those, but we're gonna try something a little bit different. This will be probably geared towards a little bit more healthy of a fish taco situation. There will be no, what is it? Carbs? I don't know, carbs, keto, I guess it's keto. Instead of using a rice or some kind of starch, we're gonna be using cauliflower, riced cauliflower. So we've got everything laid out. Riley was nice enough to do some prep, and so everything should just be assembling and cooking now. So without much more going on, I think we'll just cut to some of whatever happens next, I guess. I don't know, this is the first one, so yeah.
Lime cauliflower rice.
Do what now?
So I got these on our wedding registry, and Chris thinks that they're stupid, and I like them. And they are herb scissors. They have 5 blades to cut herbs into these little pieces. Ignore the mess that I also made with the herbs.
So pretty well what we got going on is she's cutting up some cilantro to put in the bowls. We've got, what, 1 avocado.
Just sliced up.
Sliced up, probably.
I made some pico de gallo, but you can get a store-bought too if you don't want to make it at home.
Right, so this is, what, two small tomatoes, a
quarter of a red onion, a handful of cilantro, a half a lime, juiced, salt and pepper. So pretty easy stuff there. I've also got about 1/3 of a red cabbage, just diced up into nice, really small pieces.
And then nobody cares about that, but we microwaved some really nice, high quality, great value cauliflower, rice cauliflower. So
if you don't want to buy cauliflower rice from the frozen section, you can also take just a head of cauliflower, cut it up into florets. I'd probably blanch it and then just put it in a food processor until it gets into small rice-sized pieces. But I'm lazy, so I buy mine from the frozen section.
Yeah, we're all about that frozen section, rice cauliflower. So that's pretty well the setup. This is gonna be, oh, and we got the fish over there. We're gonna season the fish, it looks like, with some cayenne pepper, cumin, and some paprika. We found this recipe on the internet, on the Pinterest. Riley's a big Pinterest-esque person, and pretty well right there is the first step. We already cooked that in the microwave, but now we've got to, what, fry it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of fry it up so that it gets some of the
moisture out of it.
Yeah, some of the water out of it from it being frozen. Cauliflower is already kind of watery the way it is, and when it is frozen, it can end up being kind of mushy if you just leave it how it is. So I like to put it into just a nice, really hot skillet for a few minutes and just kind of let it crisp back up. So
we'll spare you the stirring and whatnot, and we'll just kind of key in on the next step. All right, we're a couple minutes into it. Cut another lime. Riley added some cilantro into the rice. Just added some black pepper, and I think she's gonna juice a lime.
Yeah, so I already added the juice of half a lime, and I add the juice of a whole lime. Just making some cilantro lime cauliflower rice. If you're not keto, there's a really good boxed cilantro lime rice, just in the rice section at the grocery store, and it works really well, but I do normally add a little bit of my own fresh cilantro.
And fresh lime most of the time.
Yeah, and fresh lime most of the time too.
and adding salt and pepper to taste, whatever you really want to do there.
And then you'll notice that the cauliflower in here is starting to brown up a little bit. It's getting nice and crisp, and all the water has kind of come out of it now. So I'm just gonna transfer this into the bowls, and then we'll get ready to cook the fish.
So the rice is out. We probably should wipe it out, but we're not going to. Oh well, we'll learn. Maybe it'll get better, maybe it won't. Added some more oil, and we're gonna season these up using those 3 spices.
Yep, so just a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm just gonna kind of dump it on here and then use my hands to sort of move them around until they all get coated. A little bit of cayenne, depends on how much you like.
Yeah.
But a little bit of paprika. I got these glass jars, I'm really happy with them. I got a spice rack off of Amazon. And I just think that they're the cutest little jars with their little labels that, well, you put your own labels on them for whatever spices you have. So, I know, I'm a nerd, but I kind of like it. I really like organizational things, except for I'm not good at sticking to them. So, just gonna kind of move all of these around until they all get a little bit of the
real precise measurements. Pretty well all of this is just a taste, and I'm sure we'll learn to either add more or not enough, or add more or less to it next time. But
if you want measurements for it, I can actually give them to you, but
that's pretty hot. Smoking off the, but we'll just pretty well just sear these in there. They'll cook pretty quick. They are bluegill from this year. Well, this year being 2021. So they're not exactly thin or thick. We'll just lay them in there. You'll see that one's already looking pretty good. That was the first one in there. Looks white on one side almost, that you can see all the way through. Oh man, we need a flipper. But don't really take all that long. We'll just pretty well brown them up on both sides. I would say, you could probably do this with, crappie and bluegill or anything of the sorts like that. I would say you probably have some issues with bass, catfish. I'd probably steer away from catfish. Not very many people eat bass, but for the people that do, I probably wouldn't do that here unless you've got a private pond and you have some little ones. And then just like that, onto the plate. But yeah, your thicker fish would not probably work as good for this.
Actually, it calls for cod.
Oh, it calls for cod, I guess. So maybe it would work better, or just the same. But they definitely would. You just have to cook it longer, I guess. Look at Riley coming back and smacking me, but it'll be all right. So we'll do that a couple more times, and I think that's about it, right? Or is there more to add?
Plate everything up.
All right. Well, we'll turn you guys back on when we're ready for that. All right. So we forgot one other thing.
We're making a sauce. So it's about a half a cup of mayonnaise, about a tablespoon of coconut milk, a tablespoon of garlic, Cajun seasoning to taste, probably 2 tablespoons. And then, oh my goodness. And then Chris is gonna open this apple cider vinegar.
Yeah. Maybe. There we go.
We'll do a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar.
Maybe get a bigger bowl than what we used.
That's my methods. And then you can put some lime juice in this as well.
So pretty well all together, we went through roughly 3 limes, an avocado. You could probably go through, if you wanted, I mean, you could probably use 2 avocados. We just used 1. 2 tomatoes, and you know, a red onion, and a head of purple cabbage. So I mean, and then you got your fish. Really not all that much going on. Very few ingredients that you really need, and I'm pretty excited. It looks pretty good.
What do you think of that?
Tastes good.
Okay. So in this bowl here, I added the cabbage to the cauliflower rice, half of an avocado, and a few pieces of fish. We're gonna finish it off with some of that homemade pico. Great thing about this is you can have a pretty big portion because it's really healthy for you. It's pretty much just veggies and meat, and I guess that's the appeal to the keto diet. And then you're just gonna drizzle some of that sauce on top, and there you have it.
So
Fish taco bowls.
yeah, there you go.
Give it a try, Chris.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. Wow, we should have taken a picture of that first. Yeah, actually, that tastes really good. It's not quite a fish taco, but it will work. So if you're looking for a fish taco fix and you can't have tacos for some reason, this will fix it for you. Overall, I would definitely eat this again. What do you think, Blue? Anyway, thanks for tagging along for another one. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you try this, maybe you don't. Maybe you just think, me and my wife sat here for an hour just talking to each other for tens of people to see this. Maybe hundreds of people to see this, who knows? But yeah, thanks for tagging along. Maybe you learned something. Catch you on the next one.